can't stop crying. But this video is for like the purposes of like people who don't understand. If I hear my mouth. Ugh. Yeah. And so, a lot of you guys don't understand how close I was with my great grandpa. My grandma, I just said it sounded like it's a grandpa. She lived across the street from me with my grandma and grandpa. And my grandma took care of her every day. Like, for a couple years now. And I saw her every single day after school. I would go sit there with her. And she would always talk to me and be like, oh, how's school doing? How's your knee? Do you have any homework work? Are you hanging out with any of your friends this weekend? She would tell me how beautiful I looked at school, if I had a good day or not. And I don't hear it anymore after school. For her, it's just not gonna be the same. I posted a picture on my account, like my original one, of her chair where she was in my grandparents' house with her walker, and she's not here anymore, so she wasn't able to see her at home. She was supposed to come into the hospital today. She was gonna be home for my brother's birthday party that we were gonna have today. She didn't make it till then because she got pneumonia overnight. And the doctor said that she only had 24 hours left, and I was at like 10 o'clock this morning. And she only lasted 2 hours because she died a little after noon, I think. That's what my grandpa said. I wasn't listening because I couldn't stop crying. And the reason I found out was because someone had posted it on Facebook while I was in school. And I had called my grandma after school, like after the bell rang, and I was like, I don't feel good today, I just want to come home. And, like, I wasn't crying then, but I was like, I don't feel good, I don't want to run today. And I like hurt my like legs while I was walking through the hall during school. And so she had called me and she was like, okay, and she went from like her picking me up in the front of the school to my mom picking me up in the front of school, and then back to her, and back to my mom, and then to my uncle. And she called me, and then we hung up, and I put my phone back in my pocket of my coat, and so I did, and it was on silent, so I didn't hear it. And then I looked at it to see what time it was, because my friend had asked me, and I told her, I was like, oh, I have a missed call, so I looked at it, it was from my grandma. So I called her back on her cell phone, and she didn't answer. So I held it in my hand, waiting for her to call me. Wait. Can't talk. I was waiting for her to call me back. And so she called me back and she's like, Kelsey, she passed. And I was sitting in the cafeteria when it happened, and like half the Indo-Jack people were sitting there, and I just burst out crying and I couldn't stop. It's just, I really hate to tell you this over your phone. And I think it was just horrible because everyone's looking at me like, why are you crying? One girl commented, she's like, oh, Kelsey's an emotional little bitch today. It's just like, thanks. And I was like, you know what just happened? She was like, no, I don't care. I was like, my great grandpa just died, and I just found out. And she's just like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just like, yeah, you are. And I don't never got along with that girl, but her boyfriend is one of my good friends, and he was just like, Kim, shut the fuck up. You don't understand how close she was to her. I was like, thank you. But I'm just lost for words because I'm waiting to wake up from this because I don't want to believe that this is real. It's so hard to believe that it actually did happen because I saw her last night and she was fine. She knew who I was. She kept asking me about my friends. She knew what day it was. She knew where she was. And when I left, she was like, don't leave me alone. And I just lost it there. I was like, I don't want to leave you because I had a feeling that it was going to be ends when I didn't think it would be this quick. And I'm just glad I have like the rest of this week off though. But Thanksgiving is gonna be so hard because we always had it with her, and now she's not gonna be there. And it's just horrible, and I don't want to deal with it. And so many people on Facebook are like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And I'm just like, you don't even understand how sorry doesn't even work. Words can't even describe how I'm feeling because I feel so bad. And like, I had no idea when I was in school and it had happened, and no one felt the need to tell me or like come and get me out of school. Like, earlier, like this morning when it happened, like when they said that she only had like 24 hours left and I could have seen her. My brother hasn't seen her in a week because she's been in the hospital and he didn't get a chance to go because he was sick. And they didn't want him to be the reason why she died. It's just horrible. People don't understand that. They just don't understand how like close I was with them. And of course I am with my family. Even though I complain about them a lot, I am really close with my family. But I just can't believe it. It's horrible, and I know I look like shit in this video, but I don't care. I just needed to tell you guys what actually happened, and I keep jumping from topic to topic, and I'm sorry. Just deal with me here, because it's been a long ass day, and I just wanted to. My friend keeps messaging me, and he keeps asking me if I'm gonna try and kill myself tonight. I'm not gonna try and kill myself, but I really want her so I can see her. I just want her back. It's not even funny how much I miss her. It hasn't even been a day. And then I'm doing it. I know tomorrow they're not gonna be able to do it because my friends are doing it. Well, two of them, three of my friends, four. Kaylee, Nati, Jericho, and Skylar. And like they're like the people I didn't talk to while I did their chat. And I'm gonna have to see them tomorrow. I'm just gonna break down and start crying. I hate crying in front of Skylar and Jericho. Because I was such an unattractive crier. I don't think anyone can make crying look pretty though. My nose keeps running. I'm sorry. I'm grown. I'm washing my clothes because I've cried on it all day today. I was sitting in the movie theater too and I was crying through the whole movie. It was like 2 hours. 3 hours. Yeah. But I'm gonna go to bed, I guess. I'll post this tonight so you guys can see it, and I'm gonna go.